Hello and thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 22nd of March. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be delighted if you did so now. Also, if you'd like to chat with me on a one-to-one basis and get a much deeper insight into your situation, please see the link below to check out a one-to-one consultation with me. You can see my testimonials. Or if you'd like to embrace more serious astrology in an affordable way, please check out my range of personal horoscope reports. Get a 12-month forecast and a character analysis based on your time, date and place of birth, totally unique to you, and get 30% off by also seeing the link below. Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 22nd of March. As this week begins, the beguiling energies of Venus is joining with the Sun in the sign of Aries, which is all about your commitments, obligations, where you want to bring order to your situation. Of course, Venus can be about relating, also about money. So in this area, it could be around a job opportunity, but also within where you interact closely with someone else. For example, if you live with someone who does or contributes on the domestic front, which is very much ruled by the sixth house, maybe something is a bit out of kilter. And this week can provide an opportunity for things to get a little more aligned. And the reason for this is that, of course, by the end of this week, we do have a powerful full moon in the sign of Balance, which is Libra. But for you, that's in a very psychological part of your situation. And if something physically or practically isn't quite as organized as it could be, that could be impacting on a relationship. Now, that full moon is also going to be directly opposite the energies of Venus. So Venus is very important this week. And sacrifice can actually bring you a reward. So where you help someone, even if you go that extra mile, it could really be appreciated, whether it's with a colleague or with a partner. But of course, sometimes we can give too much. And the quarter moon, which occurred at the very end of last week, suggested that this is a week that you also need to be aware of your need for freedom and independence. So don't be too sacrificing, but at the same time, don't invest in the things that suit yourself to the degree that you're actually not taking care of those everyday matters. Now, Monday and Tuesday also sees a glorious link between Mercury and Uranus. And you could have a conversation completely spontaneously, which delights you. Maybe there can even be a flash of attraction, especially if someone's very quick-witted and shares your kind of ideals. But for the rest of this week, your traditional ruler of Mars is in a very close alliance with the North Node. This is quite a spiritual combination, and it suggests that your instinct around longer-term business or financial situations could actually be quite good as long as you calibrate the risks very carefully. And the reason for that is that Mercury is in a tense right angle with Mars and the North Node for the rest of the week, which could make us all a bit more impulsive. And for you, because Mercury is in the fifth house of gambling, and that's not to say you are a literal gambler, but if you are someone who enjoys speculation, and that can be a good thing at times, it's just saying be aware of your longer term resources and where they're shared with somebody else. But having Mars combining with the North Node in the 8th house can also give you a very sultry vibe. And perhaps you're going to find yourself with Venus's help aligning with the Sun, drawn to someone, and if you're single, it could be someone through your work or an everyday situation. It could be standing socially distanced in a supermarket queue, and suddenly there's a little bit of a sense of attraction to someone just in front or behind you. That kind of stuff. Now, this week does see that full moon come into play at 7:48 p.m. Universal Central Time as the week draws to a close. But because of that energy of Venus, what we're all being asked to do is be conscious of what we give and receive. And the full moon for you is also asking you to be a bit kinder on yourself if there's certain parts of your situation which you don't feel are working so well. So if you're hypercritical, the 6th house energy of the sun, I think what the moon is saying in the 12th house is to remember, like us all, you're just a fellow traveller in life. And sometimes life isn't quite as we want. So in a romantic situation, if you are feeling a bit daunted, a bit unsure what to do, perhaps you do want to move on from an unsatisfactory relationship, for us all, it's about our conduct, the way we relate to others. And if we can bring a little bit of graciousness to bear, even if someone's severely tested our patience, I think it will be a good way for you to proceed this week.